Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Omnifactory. Welcome back to episode 66. Alright, so last episode we were working on the thermal expansion machines. We made the mana ingots, we made all the requirements to make a thermal expansion machine, and we made the igneous extruder. And last we had upgraded our big gear makers into IV. Right, so today we're going to work on getting the granite taken care of. So we have the extruder here. It's running off of two overclockers, essentially. It's taking 240 R per tick, which isn't really that big a deal. And it's producing some granite for us. So if we look at our system here, look at all the granite. Okay, so today I'm going to want to break down that granite into black granite dust, and then we're going to want to thermal centrifuge the outputs so that we can get thorium going, so that we can get into nuclear craft to get into the processing arrays. So that'd be pretty sweet. So let's take her down here to our new stack. Well, yeah, let's do the new stack here. So this is going to take the granite. Oh shoot, I don't need to do that. Wait, can I just, yeah, remove that. Okay, so, oops, we need granite. So granite will come in here. 2, 3, 4. Oh, I may have forgotten to put it on import. Import, there we go. Okay, so we got black granite as well as thorium. So we got to output both of those. That's going to be like that. And I can't forget to set up the other side so it's not showing on the system. Like so. Okay. So that is spitting out all the stuff there. Meanwhile, we'll get a sweatshop up here, which is nothing more than a thermal centrifuge. So let me just verify something here. With the thorium dust, that's going to go into the centrifuge, like we said. Now it is going to take, let's see, HV, EV, IV, 3 orders of magnitude. So that's going to be 2 times 2, 4 times 2, 8. So 8 times quicker. So we're still looking at 20 seconds for a piece of thorium-232. May end up making that, well actually, once we get the P arrays, the processing arrays, I can easily shrink down a lot of our redundancy, or shrink down a lot of our usage of machines, and just have one big boy machine. I'll be able to have 16 of these in one sitting, and that would be pretty cool. Okay, so we need to get the thorium dust. This right here. Okay, so that's going to thermal centrifuge up. Now, the black granite dust, that can be electrolyzed into silicon dioxide and biotite. Biotite can be turned into fluorine, oxygen, potassium, magnesium, aluminum, and silicon. So at least we can kind of really, what's the right word I'm looking for? Not restore, but kind of, reclaim some materials that way. Okay, so let's get rid of that being shown. And they'll come over here and output that. Output. And connect it with the cable. There we go. So we'll be getting some TBU fuel. Well, thorium anyway. Into our system. No, what am I doing? Wait. Thorium. There we go. Thorium-232. So yeah, it might be beneficial for me to like let the system cook overnight. So after this episode, after recording this episode, I might take a recording break and let things accrue. Give me a second here. Okay. So, go claim that quest. I can come back to these quests later, but as far as this, we're going to need the uranium. And that can either be gained from mining uranium or from the centrifuging of depleted. Wait. Oh, you know what? I think I'm forgetting a big step. With the depleted TBU fuel, we get the radium-235. And with the radium-235, I believe we melt that down, solidify it. Wait a minute. Give me a second to figure things out. I'll be right back. Okay, I am back. So I think I remember. I kind of remember what I'm going to be doing. So we're going to be needing radium-238 and 235 anyway. And with those isotopes, we're going to be making, I think, LEU-235. And with that, we'll get the depleted LEU cell. And from that, we get more uranium-238, neptunium, but we're also going to get plutonium. Plutonium is what is going to help lead us into the next source, but I don't remember. Hold on. Uranium. Plutonium 241. No, it's. I don't think it's. I don't think it's HEP. I'll figure out what fuels I used last time, but essentially we're going to need to get 238 from dust. So we are going to need, ooh, look at this. Uraninite, aluminum. We could make 238 dust, but ideally I'm going to be ore processing that. So uranium. Oh, look at that. We already have some uranium 238 dust. What I want though is I want the ore. We can't buy, wait, can we buy the ore? Okay, we can buy the ore. I want to dig for this stuff. Oh. Digger. Okay. Boost. Dynamo. Here we go. So I put most of this stuff away, apparently. Wait, I don't need that. We're gonna need some conduit for items. There we go. The inner chest. A hopper. We're gonna need some diamonds, so let's make some space here. Diamond. Okay. Now with the ore. If I'm not mistaken, originally we need a jump start of uranium of 238, and then once we get the reactions going, we don't really need to worry too much about getting more uranium 238. Okay, so and I'll review my nuclear craft footage and see what fuels I went with last time, and we'll go from there. So I wonder if I'm even looking for the right fuel. I don't know if we can actually find radium-238 in the world. Oh shoot, that scared the crap out of me. Let's see if we can find anything. Otherwise, I think what we have to do is use pitch blend. If what my instincts are telling me is accurate. Oh, hey, there we go. Got some uranium right there. I think that's accurate right there. So, given we found some anyway, let me just verify something. So with the pitch blend, if we pitch blend ore, if we took that, oh yeah, so pitch blend will definitely yield us some uranium dust. So macerating, yeah, oh yeah, crush, okay, and then we wait, wash that thorium, and then we macerate it. Yeah, there's the dust. Centrifuge it. Okay, so pitch blend is also a way to go, but meanwhile, I'm just gonna get this digger here set up. I should have checked at home if we had a lot of pitch blend or not. We probably do. But if not, I will see what we can do to remedy that. And the dynamo. Wait, what am I doing? That goes there. And that goes there. Okay. Make sure that's rotated. And the conduits are good to go. Okay. So for the map, okay, so let's go home. So pitch blend. Okay, we got some mores there. So why don't I take all of this and go and drop it in the ore processing system. And now because we have IV, we're going to have 100% byproduct chance. So that is pretty nice. And look at how quick that goes. Damn. Do I have some issues? Did I forget a step here? I did. Okay, that shouldn't be a problem. Let me get a filter or a dictionary in that case. And we need a robot arm. Okay, so that robot arm is going to need a blacklist, dust, tiny, and export. Okay, right? Dust tiny. That's tiny. That's tiny. Okay, so that will spit out all of the non-tiny pieces into our system, and the dust come into here. Okay, so now that this export bus has served its purpose, I'm going to reduce this back down to 9. I can't type it in. I have to manually adjust it. There we go. So put that back in there. So now this is going to do 9 by 9 dust at a time. And let's get rid of this bus. Okay. So how is our uranium supply coming along? That's going up. So now with the uranium dust, we want to thermal centrifuge that. And we get the isotope. So we are going to need another sweatshop. I just wish they could name these items uniformly. Have it be a centrifuge, a thermal centrifuge, and let it be that. But it's whatever, I suppose. Okay, so that's gonna take some time. Meanwhile, oh, we have interfaces. We need an arm. And we really don't need much more than that, actually. So this should be just about finishing up. Guesstimating on the recipes here. Okay. And there we go. Grab that. And we're going to want the uranium. 38. Why is that? Oh, because of the item ID, right? Oh, you know what? Let's get this hooked up to the system here. Oh, it's on the other side of the chest. Okay, there we go. Wait, why is that still doing that? Oh, you know what I need to do? Put on insert. I just kind of screwed that up because I formatted it to only look at what's in the chest. I'll fix it later. Okay, so back to the system over here. Shoot, I meant to not do that. There we go. So import, like that. And uranium goes in here. Get the cable. Hide that. All right, so now it's going to be churning out some uranium-238 for us. Not that. Not that either. So the 235 is going to come from mostly the TBU, if I'm not mistaken. 235. 235. Wait. Centrifuge. Oh yeah, depleted TBU. Right. So we do want to get a fusion, nuclear craft reactor going up pretty soon. And hide that. There we go. Okay. So I think we're gonna need about 30 or maybe 30 or 40 reactor casings. Not many, honestly. But the other thing I'm gonna want to get is a cooler that I had not made before. And that is the cryothium cooler. Okay, so this we're gonna need a fluid canning machine. Fluid canning machine. And that's already set up. Nice. So the fluid canning machine means that we're going to need to have cryothium on stock. Cryo. Which means that I should probably get some cryothium, put it in our auto stock, and then send it into a extractor. I really don't need that much in the way of cryothium, so we'll go with the 1K cell. Actually, we already had one there. Okay, so back down to our system here. We'll plop that in there. Extractor. Let's see, vacuum extractor. Wait. No, we're going to need the fluid extractor, of course, because we're wanting a fluid, not an item, out of the cryothium. We should have a cryothium bucket in here, right? No? Wait. No. Okay. So I can't format it right away. Okay, so that's got a little bit more time on this. Let me pause. I'll be right back as I'm setting this up. Okay, we are back. So I got the extractor here. I didn't get an arm, but that's okay. I'll just grab one right here. So in goes the arm. Import. Okay. Now I am going to need a bucket. And I'm going to need some cryothium. Cryothium goes in here. Grab a bucket of that. Oh, it's going here. So that is partitioned. Good. Cryothium. I want to make sure that everything's in order, so I'm going to let this eject. All right, good. So we don't have any loose cells anywhere. So now if I put this in here, it's filling up. Nice. Okay. So now that we have the cryothium, we can get a fluid canning machine. Now I do believe that we're going to be... Yeah, I think later on we're going to be using reactor cells that are empty, and then we're going to be piping in fluid that way. The fluid being the cryothium to actively cool our power generating reactor. Because all reactors are going to generate power, unless I'm mistaken about that, and there's some situation where they don't. So in that case, in that event though, we are going to need to either void some of the power or let our system take it. Although I don't think it's smart enough. I don't think it's going to work that we'll be able to just eject the power into our system and it will be consumed. I think we're going to have to avoid it. Like a trash can. Okay, anyway, import. I'll get more on that thought later. 1, 2, 3, 4. So the cryothium should be coming in any minute now. There we go. Oh, I should have named the interface. And we'll call this IV cryo... No. Cryo cooler, yeah. Boom. Boom. Yeah, that should be fine like that. So, cryo. Oop. And boom, boom. There we go. Okay, so let's get about, I don't know, 25 of these. Reactor. Let's go for 17 of those. Let's get the controller. There we go. And I don't think we need anything else. We have the controller, we have the walls, we have the cells. Yeah. So there's that. Wait. Okay, there's that. Now waiting on the reactor cell. So while that crafts, let's make a processing pattern for TBU. Oh wow, we are out of pattern space again. That was quick. There we go. This is probably all we need. I don't think we need a power output. I believe the controller outputs the power. I might not need the reactor port. Wait, place this reactor in the shell. Place this reactor case, but not on the top or sides. I guess we'll make this just in case. I don't think we need it. But we will need it for later, that's for sure. Oh, we can't make that right now. Okay, let me just get a casing then. There we go. Okay, so let's drop down to our reactor room. And let me review my Excel sheet. Okay, so in the corner here, It is 3 over and 4th up. So 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so that's the outer wall. The inner wall is going to go here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 4. There we go. Oh, I messed up. Get that. No, that's fine actually. That's the bottom. Okay, so now, like so. Build it like this. Okay. Although I do realize I am in need of more. Wait, did I do my math right here? Oh, you know what? I did mess up. I forgot to factor in another variable. So that's 66 cases I needed. So casing, I don't remember how many I had originally, but I'll just craft 100 up. All right, let me get my OBS back up so I can see where we are. We are running low on time, so let me try to make this quick. Okay, ran out of that. Meanwhile, I will build the rest. There we go. And boom, 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 boom. Whoops. Okay. That's the first floor done, I think. Now, we change things up and we alternate where each block goes. My eyes are like trying to see what I'm missing, if anything. Okay. So there's more casings. Good, good, good. So boom, boom, boom. So that is the inner and the outer parts of the reactor. Well, the shell, parts of the shell anyway. Now we need to add the top. So this is what oops, let me do one more thing. Okay, so this is what I was saying earlier about the reactors not needing to be a full cube. It's more like a circle, as best as a circle can be in Minecraft. But now that we have the reactor made up, let's get some TBU fuel. And probably a lever. So if we put the TBU fuel in there, it's not going to start without a redstone signal. But you'll see now that we're generating 7,500 RF per tick. The heat here is basically saying that it's not going to overheat. We are generating negative 3,550 heat per tick. Now, if this were an actively cooled reactor, we would see this in the positives. But we don't have to worry about heat in this case. Wait, is this going to be a matter of me having to chunk a little more? No, never mind. Okay, so that's going to be our first reactor. I'm not wrong. I should have one. Wait. Yeah, I think I have one block of extra space here. So that's the blue cell. That's the white cell. Yeah, that seems about right. So on this side, we have the other reactor, and then we would have a space of 3 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, and then the outer wall, and then the inner part of reactor goes in here. Okay, so we're going to end the episode here. We are at the end of the episode as it is. But we can see now that we have a depleted TBU fuel. So with this, I'll be able to centrifuge it and get uranium-233, 235, neptunium, and Neptune-237. And like I said before, using 235 and 238, we will make a isotope. One of these, I think this one? Yeah, 238 and 235. So with the LEU-235, we power that, get the depleted, and we get 238. We get neptunium, and we get plutonium. So I will figure out what other cells we need, and we will go from there. I hope you all enjoyed. I will see you all in the next one. Ta-ta for now.